Hey guys, Jessica Coulter here, and I want to talk to you about puppies today and other distractions. So, I have a story I want to share to you about one of my students during a school lesson online and what she told me about her dog and puppies and what kind of distraction it served as. So, make sure you hang out with me, and I can't wait to share that story because it's a new one for the I can't do this because of this record books. So if you are a dog lover, feel free to give me a woof down below. And if you've ever been distracted, feel free to let me know what your number one distraction is. For me, it usually comes down to TV or reading or something artsy fartsy. So those are usually my three go-to recreational at home, don't want to do what I should be doing activities. So for those of you who don't know, again, my name is Jessica Coulter. I am the CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. I work with students in the 3rd grade and beyond, all the way up through adults in grad school. I love to help people with their papers, with middle school math, as well as ACT prep, among other things. So let's go ahead and move into kind of the meat of the video. So I promised you a story about puppies. So I work as a substitute teacher right now in the state of Kansas for a local school district, and I was subbing as a math teacher. And we were doing our remote learning and put the kids in their different breakout rooms and went to go check on the kids, make sure they're actually taking the quiz, make sure it's the student taking the quiz, not somebody else at home. And I talked to this girl, and I can hear this barking and this yipping in the background, and I'm thinking, okay, she's got a dog, no big deal. Well, then she tells me, and I don't get to see her face. Now, that's one of those many joys of remote learning, is you don't get to see students' faces. But she said, I can't take the quiz right now because my dog's having puppies. And I'm thinking, okay, that's a very specific, kind of unique reason not to take the quiz. No, it's not opening, or I don't remember my password. It was just so strange that I figured it had to be true. So I left that room because she made it obvious that the puppies were more important than her math quiz. Went to go check in with the other adult in the classroom, and I told her what was happening, and we just kind of shared a laugh because, yes, we've all heard the dog ate my homework excuse. That's a classic, but a dog having puppies. So I thought that was kind of a unique distraction that I don't think many of us can use for a reason not to do an assignment during this remote learning. So if you got a chuckle out of that, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And if you, your daughter, your son, your family member, whomever it might be, is experiencing some distractions while we're doing this thing called remote learning, would love to help, get you through remote learning without falling kind of prey to those different distractions. So join my group. The link's in the description. It's facebook.com/groups/A's for students. So the reason I wanted to bring you this story today about puppies is distractions are a real thing. They're a real thing whether we're here at home, they're a real thing if we're at work, and they're a real thing even if you're in person at school. So I wanted to kind of bring to your attention, if you haven't really thought about it yet, that distractions are exactly what they are. They distract you from getting what you need to get done, but also make you aware that, yes, remote learning is not necessarily everyone's dream come true right now, but just because of remote learning doesn't mean distractions are worse here than they are at school. So, example number 1 here. If you're at home, you might have a dog having puppies, or more likely, you're like me and you're reading, you're watching TV, or a lot of kids, I've noticed, want to play their video games or play on their phone. Well, those distractions also exist at school when we're in person. You don't have access to your video game console or your PC, possibly, but a lot of students will play games on their iPads, their Chromebooks, their MacBooks, whatever, or they might turn around to talk to their friends instead of working on the assignment. And there are a lot of kids, a lot of people that are people watchers. And so if that classroom door is open, kids want to watch their friends going down the hall or see who's coming in and out of the classroom instead of focusing on whatever they're supposed to be focusing on. So what do we do about that? What are some techniques that help you avoid distractions? Well, If you would like to know, would love to help you. I'll give you a couple tips here in the video, but more will be available in my group. And let me know, what you're getting distracted by. Because if you're joining us now, I'm glad to have you. Just let me know you're there by tapping that like or heart button for me. And remember, if you're on YouTube, you're not watching this live, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you will be notified whenever I post new videos. And if you follow my Facebook page here, while I'm live on Facebook, you'll be notified when I go live. So we need to talk about these things you can do, some ways to avoid distractions. Well, number one is engagement. If you are not interested, if your child is not fully paying attention, it is so much easier to get distracted. If you are not actually listening to the teacher, there's a difference between hearing and listening. You need to make sure you, or your child needs to make sure that you're actually watching the teacher. Have your camera on, have everything else off, silent, quiet. Be somewhere in the house or someplace that is ready to promote learning, okay? So yes, you might want to have your phone, for whatever reason if your child's at home, but we all live with our cell phones anymore, but keep the volume off. Keep the ringer off. There's absolutely no reason to have a phone on during a class, especially when we're at home. As to pets, yes, you can let the dog out between classes. Yes, if you've got a couple minutes, take care of your animal, give them some love if you want to. But definitely avoid distractions as much as possible, because the more you can avoid distractions, the less of a distraction there'll be. You won't need to go kind of fall into that trap of, ooh, let's do this instead of what I'm supposed to do, if you don't really allow yourself to be distracted. Okay? So if you need some help with distractions, you want some more tips, you want to figure out how to focus on school, figure out what you could be doing differently, join my Facebook group. The link's in the description. Facebook.com/groups/A's for students. So I'd love to see you in my group so you can get the help you need to avoid distractions and focus on what needs to be focused on, so you can get what you need to get done. All right, and for me, as a tutoring business, that means getting that schoolwork done, getting that test studying done. So if you need some help focusing on that instead of maybe some puppies, join my group. Look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.